So we will tackle the subject via energy, and how energy can be used to heal. So if we grab the word energy, we'll have a look at that word carefully. We'll see that it's nothing but an anagram for green. Okay, so G R E N, and just for shits and giggles, sorry, we put the Y on the end. Greeny, green. And we see that the 12-petaled heart chakra is green, and it's the middle of the chakras. Here we have blue, here we have indigo, here we have violet, ultraviolet, and here we have yellow, orange, red, and infrared. Okay, so what we find is, when it comes to colors, that the green is in the center. Now, this is a Torus field, and this is the only form that the universe knows. Creator, which is the energetic, that's the energetic, the dielectric. Let's call that source creator, Krishna, Christ. Here is magnetism, and magnetism is motion. Mag in Sanskrit means to move. So this is rest, this is motion, and the effect of these two field modalities, or action reactions, is electricity, electrification. Okay, so this here is the neutral dielectric plane of inertia of every torus field. This is an atom, and this is our solar system. As above, so below. So all fields, or rather all motion, extrapolates itself out of this central counterspatial point, the 0 point, and galaxies work like this. You'll find atoms, galaxies, everything works like this. Everything is torus fields. And so as the lines come out from that inertial plane, where there is the principle of rest, or you could say inertia and acceleration. Okay, this is inertia and acceleration. This is force and motion, mag, motion. And this is the electrical effect. In Bhagavad Gita, this is the internal energy of the Lord. This is the marginal energy of the Lord. And this is the material energy of the Lord, Krishna. And essentially, the creators of torus fields are step-down Krishnas. Brahma is a step-down Krishna. I'm a step-down Krishna. You are a step-down Krishna. Everything is expansions of source, of Krishna. So we are parts and parcel and minute parts of the one, individualized in atoms. All is atom. Adam, atom. Same words. I can do a list of hundreds of words that go back to atom. Okay, so this is the Adam torus torso. And your torso, this is the heart, okay? There are 12 petals here. 10, 11, 12. It's the heart chakra, 12. This is Jesus and the 12 apostles, Hercules and his 12 labors, King Arthur and his 12 knights. And so what happens is blue shift. So if you look at your torso, your throat chakra is blue. Here is blue, And essentially these two colors are just a supercharged blue color. So your torso knows the science. You've got blue shift at the top of your torso, Torus Field, and you've got red shift at the bottom. So this is the base chakra. Here you'll have orange, here you'll have yellow. And these are the colors of hell. And the bottom of your body is called a heel. Your heel or your soul, because this is hell. Hell is, well, you'll see this word in the word hello, hail, help, helios, helix. We're going to find that this is the double helix. This is everything from all kinds of energy. And what we're going to find that is that this blue shift is the healing part. If this were a magnet, all magnets have poles, okay? What they call, quote unquote, poles. Now, they're not really poles. Essentially what's happening due to phase disparity of electromagnetic current or torrent, river, flow, flux. So because due to phase disparity, you'll always have blue shift, red shift, anywhere, all atoms, they're not polarized, they have blue shift, red shift. Okay, so this is high frequency, high capacitance light, low frequency, long wave, low capacitance light. Okay, so blue lasers, which are nothing but coherent light, as opposed to this beautiful sunshine, which is white incoherent light. Here we have lasers are coherent. They have a coherent field, which means that all the little atoms inside of the light beams of a laser are all lined up like this, like little gyroscopes. And there's no incoherency like this. This is incoherent light, white light, and this will be a laser. And so all magnets do this. They have a 0-point inertial plane, the dielectric plane, and this is magnetism, centrifugal, divergent. Centrifugal, divergent. And so what magnetism does is it goes out like this, reaches its tropic. We could call this the Tropic of Cancer. Always on top, blue shift. Very important to understand that at Cancer, the healing sign of Cancer of the summertime is blue shift. Capricorn is red shift. Saturn, the ruler of Capricorn, red. Okay. Jupiter, the exalter of Cancer, blue ray. Mars, the exalter of Capricorn, red. So here we have Capricorn. And here we have the equator. So what happens is when this divergent ray reaches its maximum field of arc, Noah's Ark, the red rainbow of Noah, it's here. This is the Ark of Noah. So those electromagnetic transverse waves, this is the longitudinal pulse of the universe. This is a pulse. Okay, what material scientists, particle physicists will call a particle. No such thing in existence. It's a pulse. It's a spiritual pulse. And so they are, since they are deluded and are false prophets and pseudoscientists, they teach a wave particle universe, whereas what we're learning here today is a wave pulse universe. This is the pulse, the dielectric electrostatics. And those divergent lines, when they reach their wave amplitude, they then start converging. And so at this point here, the extremity of the energy of this particular magnet or atom or solar system, it's all the same. There's only this shape. This is the only form, and these are the three field modalities that produce this form, and hence your body has a torso. And this word tor is actually the T, the cross of the Christians there. This is like the swastika. Turning, tornado, torque. If you take the R and the L to be interchangeable, the L and the R, the right and the left, the red and the blue, red and blue, blue, red. This is compression, rarefaction. So here we have rarefaction, compression. Here is 1.618. Phi, here is 1. The ratio with the red, always, all of energy is like a pine cone or an egg, the golden eggs of creation. Okay, so here is red shift, here is blue shift. Compression, rarefaction. Healing, destroying. Okay, so here you have 1, here you have phi. I'll do that properly again. Very important that I do that properly, because as you can see, that's a torus field. Just like this is a, you know, your McDonald's well, that's here. That's the M of atum. And this is the T of atum, and this is the O of atum. All is atum. That's what the Egyptians ever said as their greatest revelatory, initiatory teaching in their history. In fact, this is all of our history. This is Aries, the ram. Okay, so Aries, if you take the 12 signs of the zodiac and you put Aries here, where it should be, for the first 30 degrees of arc of every torus field, then you get the symbol of Aries. And of course, then this part here is Taurus. Taurus, spelt yes, sorry. Taurus. Tau for Taurus is Tav in Hebrew, which is this, the Tav of the Torah, which is an anagram for rota. Hence, when you look at your beautiful tarot cards, you eventually come across a card that looks like this. And what we see here is the center of the 8-spoked wheel. We're going to learn about this today. And you'll see the fixed signs of the zodiac: Leo, Taurus, Aquarius the man, Scorpio the eagle. And they correspond to Yod, He, Va, He, Jehovah, the 4 elements. You see the Yod, He, Va, He? Then when you take the T over here and you go this way, T-A-R-O-T, that's tarot. Then you go the other way, you get Torah. And then you start down here at the bottom and you go this way, you've got rota. This is the wheel, this is the cycle or the circle. Circe, the goddess of the circle, who turns men into swine, and L, Circe L. So we're going to learn about circles and cycles and how they can heal us today. So essentially what comes out of here is the M of Aries, 30 degrees. And that's why the horn of the ram is to be blown by the priests of this science. So this is the Lamb of God. Christ is the Good Shepherd. Here is the Bull of God, the golden calf. Krishna is the good cowherd. Aries and Taurus. Aries is the cerebrum. Taurus is the cerebellum, the bull, the cerebellum. And those two brains, the cerebrum, left, right, and the cerebellum, the ram and the bull are what causes your feet to ramble on. So this is Gemini, the twins, the two pillars, Jachin and Boaz. Then what happens is this has to now decline. And Cancer is the month of mourning. Ramadan, the Jews mourn in Cancer. They call it Tammuz. The Cancer, month of Cancer, June, July. June, July. So mourning because the sun now has to decline. Leo, Virgo is here. And then here are the scales of Libra. Libra is the 7th sign. That's the symbol for Libra, the sun setting. Because if this was a day cycle, this will be 6 a.m. morning. The day begins. This is daytime. This is nighttime. Below the horizon. This is the horizon. Horizontal, longitudinal earth plane. Our earth is a horizontal disk inside of a torus field. These are the stars up here as they go around. So those divergent centrifugal lines now become centripetal, convergent at Libra. The sun, Horus, exalts in Aries. Opposite, Saturn, the symbol for Libra, or Libra being here in these 30 degrees, that's where Saturn exalts. Sun, Horus, Saturn, set. Sunrise, sunset. So what we're going to see now is this is a 24-hour clock, okay? 6 a.m., midday, the midheaven in astrology, the DC, the descendant, and the IMC, 12 midnight. So 12 midday, 12 midnight, Aries, sunrise, 6 a.m., Libra, sunset, 6 p.m. The sun rises here and exalts in Aries, Horus. Saturn, set, exalts here. This is alkalinity. Alkalos means our Father the Sun in the sky. Alkalinity means, in Aramaic, our Father the Sun. The Sun is alkalinity. Saturn is acidity in astrology. Those two archetypes rule those of 7 tastes of the pH spectrum. So here we have divergence in the torus field, and at this point, at the extremity, we have convergence. And so we see how this is the day cycle. Day is Well, divine, deis, or deus, day. But this is also the year cycle. The year is short for yaram. It's a Proto-Germanic word, yaram. But they take the off, and we're left with year. Yes. Yeah. Jesus, the Son. And so what we have is we have the year is also here. So what we're going to do is we're going to model this torus field according to the day, which is the most common cycle we know and are familiar with, and the year, which is the second most common cycle that we know. And what we're going to find is everything relates to this. This is syncretism. Everything relates to this. Energy does this. Energy is a 12ness. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer, Leo, Virgo, and then convergence. Alkalinity, acidity. Divergent, convergent rays. So here you see the hourglass in the middle here. This is the hyperboloid. And this is the torus. This represents magnetism. And this represents dielectricity, convergent rays coming in, because they're always doing this. It's called reciprocating. But at the same time that it does that, it's also doing this, going the other way. And that's called reciprocating. These are reciprocating, precessional, hyperboloid, toruses. Reciprocating because the lines that go outward, divergent, are also reciprocating and field pressure mediating, like a beautiful lattice work, convergently at the same time. And this is how energy works. And there will always be a phi ratio blue shift compression north pole, which is actually, this is actually the blue is the north pole always of all Tauruses. Blue shift will always be on top. These are the blue heavens. This is the red hell. And below us, in fact, below our Earth, there are 7 subterranean planets according to Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 5. And you will read there are 7 subterranean hellish, they actually call them heavenly planets, below our horizontal disk plane Earth, planet. And then above us we have Moon, Mercury, Venus, Sun, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn. And so it's a 15 planetary system. And this is the true cosmos. This has been described in all cosmologies, all of them. We tend to disregard this because we've got pseudoscientists now, Jesuits, who have been funding Copernicus's and Newton's with their gravity hocus pocus, Einstein, Galileo Galilei, Kepler, all of these people who are giving us the materialistic particle version of physics rather than the pulse version, are all funded by the Jesuits to prevent us from understanding that this is the only way that energy works. Walter Russell said, if you want to know the secrets of everything in the universe, the secrets is in the wave. Wave. See that wave? Ave. That's Ave Maria, Eve, because she is the wave. And this is and Eve essentially is Venus. Just put an E in front of there, and you've got Eve. And so The woman is the wave, and so is the man, because Adam is an anagram for, let's see where we're going to put this because it's getting a bit cluttered, isn't it?
You got plenty of space down there, yeah.
Adam is an anagram for Adon. Adon. Adon is the wave, because this is the same word onda, as in the Japanese Honda. Onda is the word for wave. It's an anagram of Adon, which is Adam. Adam, atom, is the wave. This is the undulating, sorry, let's put that here where it belongs. The undulating onda, which means sound. And then when you go to Sanskrit, nada means sound. We see that the man is the wave and the woman is the wave. And this is the torso that we are given in the electrical body that we have. All bodies are electrical. All matter is atom. Mother, Mot, is the Egyptian word for the goddess Maat. Her, mother. Motion. Mag in Sanskrit means to move. Force and motion, inertia and acceleration. And they are the two co-eternal principles of the universe. And so what we have is black source light, Krishna, dielectricity. Everything comes from the black. Everything comes from the spiritual, transcendental, counterspatial realms. Everything. All of these Tauruses, all energy, all material phenomena, all the noumenal world is produced by magnetic, divergent, and transverse wave. This is the longitudinal, scalar, standing wave pulse. Here, everything is connected. This is the ether, the 0 point, the source. And it is black, and the force, may the force be with you, magnetism, is white light of motion. The sun produces this kind of light. It's incoherent. The laser, blue laser, red laser, that is coherent light. Okay, so all the little gyroscopic atoms, spinning accretion disks, all line up, and you've got a magnetic field. As Ken Wheeler says, magnets are field lasers. Field lasers. Everything is lined up. And so now you've got, multiplicative force with magnetism. And Tauruses are doing that. They are force. Hence you get all these words. I did get up to here before, and I was saying talk, and if you take the L and the R as interchangeable, talking, talk, Tauruses, is the same as talk, okay? And so speaking is the sonoluminescent force which creates. You see, the Bible creates through bra, abrasion, This is abrasion, abracadabra, abra, opening. This is opening. So this is abra, abra is here, abraxas, abrasion. Abrasion is this, dielectricity and magnetism producing their only begotten son, electricity. So when you talk, you are actually creating toruses. See, it's a torrent, a river of energy. This is the only way energy works. Torch, light. God is light. It's terrible. A tort, torture, turmoil, turbine, a tour. In Spanish, torneo, to do a tour. See, this is a touring. So essentially, this is the god El, because El is sound, bell. Baal, the bull, Taurus, is a bell. Okay? So if you take this as a 24-hour clock, which you do, 6 a.m. So we've got 6 over here, 8, 10, 12 midday, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. I've done something wrong, haven't I? 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18. No, I've done something wrong. So 10, 20. Yeah, well, it goes back to 6. This is what bell is, okay? How do we know that this is bell? Well, it's simple. The word for clock in German Glocke. Glocke means bell, as in the bell in the chapel, cathedral, steeple. You always see a bell and a clock together because Glocke, Glockenspiel, ding dong, ding dong, all is a dong. The Glockenspiel is the Glocke, the bell. This is the bell. It's a dumbbell. There's 2 dumbbells here. And sometimes these have 4 polarities. Not always. Usually, Tauruses only have these 2, red shift, blue shift. That's what they call poles in dumbland, in particle physics, quantum physics, buffoonery land. Okay? Because they're looking for particles. They're forever chasing particles because they're interested in particulates and particulars, not principles and source and cause. They love their effects.
Santos.
Okay, so hey.
Okay, when you look at quantum physics, there's always 2 pieces to an atom. And they can't be in the same place at the same time because that would be the butterfly effect. So there is one atom. So if you look at your chart, the red and the blue, there is one atom on one dimension. If you look in the middle, you have created a stargate, which an atom is on the other side of that. And quantumly, they are connected. Do you see this too?
Yes, they are. Yes, but we must not be using the words quantum because there is no quantity. There's no all energy is fields, and fields are not particles. There are no particles. They don't exist. Walter Russell taught us that. It's all different rates of energy.
Right.
Compression, rarefaction. So, they're right. They need a pat on the back, but no cigar. The wave and the particle are 2 illusions. The pulse and the wave are, one is transcendental reality. This is the pulse. And you said before they're connected.
Right.
The other is the illusion. The wave is the illusion. This astrological Torus field space-time temporal field that is created. These are space bubbles, time bubbles, and space and time do not exist. They are not principal autonomous entities. They are attributes, not principles. And so what we have is when the quantum physicists who are looking for quantity and particles, when they tell you that the wave and the particle and that particle is connected with all the other particles, they call this entangled particles, yeah?
Yeah.
And they say one particle over here is resonating with another one in the galaxy of Andromeda or whatever they want to call it. Doesn't matter.
Right.
Okay? We have particles that are entangled with all other particles, or some in many parts of the universe. Well, this is true because longitudinally we are all connected to the one. This is the one, this is the two. Cause is one, effect is two. This is the electromagnetic effect. So quantum physicists, particle physicists, particles and quantities, that's just ways of measuring. But those are illusions. They're illusory. So in focusing on the particle, they are hiding the pulse, which is God force, which is God. Unlimited,
okay, wait. Okay, you have the red and the blue. Are they magnetically drawn together? And you also have the black with the white, right, in your diagram. Where there is black mass, the white is drawn to it, and that's where creation is. So how does this all fit in?
Well, the black and white yin and yang that I did over here before is the progenitor of the red and blue. This is the South Korean flag, okay? So you've got the trinity of sky, and you've got the six of earth, 666 carbon. Earth, red. Adama means red. Adam, red. The earth in Hebrew is Adama, red. But this is also fire, red. And here you have air, sky, blue, blue shift, red shift. So here, this could be fire and water, but it's also earth and air. Blue is Krishna. Krishna's blue is either blue or black. So if he belongs to the first trinity, black and white, that's the black and white yin and yang there, right there. Dielectric, magnetic, white. That's Osiris and Isis, and she's always holding a little baby in her hand. Horus, horizon, rising. M, atom. That's an atom. So what you've got is sky, earth, fire, water.
So would you say humanity is being drawn up? Like, let's say our consciousness is in the red zone because we're just starting out as newbies. Are we being motivated or torsion field or energetically, magnetically drawn up that tunnel of yours into a blue consciousness?
You said the word tunnel, didn't you?
Yes.
Atun, El. All is atun and all is electricity. Yes, we come through here from hell. When matter crystallizes, we come from the Milky Way. The Milky Way is up here in the eighth. This is the firmament. This is the Van Allen belt, whatever they want to call it. They've got all names. There's only one thing. There's only Tauruses. Nothing else exists. Krishna has only got gopi, cow, Tauruses. He's always tending, all his are 10. He's always tending to his little cows. So when we come into the world, we get enmeshed in matter, red blood, blue blood, red shift, blue shift, red pill, blue pill. Which one should I take? And then we grow and we go through our blue chakra up into heaven. See, here you've got hell, heel, but the head at the top, and I'm going to throw this in the bin right now. That's done its service. Thank you very much.
I'll buy you a new one.
I need some new ones, and I should have got them. This is really bad. I've got a bad whiteboard, and I've got bad markers. So, excuse me.
You're still getting your point across.
Yeah, I will get the point across if it's the last thing I do, and I've done it for a good 5 or 6 years now. It's all energy.
You've got 8 minutes to do it.
Yeah, well, it's been done. It's nothing new. I'm not presenting anything new because otherwise this wouldn't stack up. It all stacks up. Everything I've ever done stacks up 100%. I've always had people say to me, oh, aren't they a little bit tenuous?
Uh-oh.
Some of your conclusions are a little bit tenuous, Santos, and these are smart people. And I just laugh at myself. I don't respond how I should respond and argue and prove that everything I've ever done is 100% there, and I've just paid attention. It's not mine. I don't invent this stuff. This is universal mind thinking. And so, no, they're not tenuous. They're 100% accurate. And if you pay attention, you too will know the science, the holy science.
Okay, we have this indigo color, right? And some people, okay, we have this indigo color. And if you merge the red, the blue, and the green, you would get this indigo color that you need for ascension, right? Is that how it works?
Yes. Indigo is here. Violet and ultraviolet is here. Hence, you see this little tea lake that I put on. It's come off. I put it on this morning. There's it's the V, or the tuning fork. You can see that in my forehead. If I wasn't frowning so much today, you'd still see those clay lines. Okay, so that's a V, or a tuning fork. That's Vishnu, Christ. That's Jesus. That's Vishnu, the Paramatma in your heart. 4 inches long it is. Some people can see this super soul in you. This is Jesus pointing to the heart. Yeah, many people have seen it. I can't see it because I'm not synesthetic, but I know. I don't believe any of this. I know all of this. Just as I don't believe in English, I know English, therefore I speak it. So I speak this language as well. Okay, so head heaved up, head, hell, heel. There's your heel. The human body, the human body knows its torso is a Taurus. Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Tropic of Cancer, Leo, Virgo, Libra, always balancing. Libra, calibrate. Calibrate. Equilibrium. Libra, equilibrium. It's all there. No one puts this stuff here. These are old. This is the sine wave, the sin of Eve. Adam is the cosine, the cosinner. Adam is onda. Onda is undulating, the wave. Everything is the wave. If you want to know the secret of the universe, it's in the wave.
Where's the Ankh come in? Because you showed something with an Ankh earlier.
Yeah, let's do that, huh?
Please.
That's the analema, and I can show how astrology works on a flat Earth disk plane through the analema, the same as I'm modeling the Torus field. I can model all the symbols that ever existed. There's nothing that you can't, when you know this, there's nothing you can't read. Everything is cross sections of this. The letter M is here. The letter A is here. All the letters are God's. The universe was made with letters. Atom, etymology. All is atom, or all is amun. Amun, numerals. Gematria, letters and numbers. Pythagoras says it's all numbers. the Zohar says it's all letters. And then sometimes they even tell you that it's both, and it is. The letter A is 1, the letter B is 2, both, Beth. The letter C is 3, the Trinity. The letter C is for to see, clarity, light, or clair de la lune. So back to here, head heaved up, heaven. Heart, heaven. This is the doorway to heaven. This is the Dalit. And then up we go to the blue shift. Compression, rarefaction. So how about we go from here, the Torus, to the Ankh and the An-Nalema, and explain how everything works astrologically. All is Atum. Atum is astrology, the science of light. Jyotish means, the Sanskrit word for astrology, the science of light. All is light. This is light. This is illumination. This is what God is. This is what God does. God is a pulse, perturbation or a pulse, the dielectric field. And what God does is this, you see. As Ken Wheeler puts it really beautifully, I urge all to study Ken Wheeler's material, Theoria Apotheosis is his channel. And you can spend hours there learning about magnetism and learning, well, stuff similar to this. I'm a Neoplatonist. I believe Ken Wheeler is too, but I include astrology and theology and cosmology, etymology, and all the sciences because I'm a syncretist. I'm not just a magnetrician as he is. So he will exclude some of these conclusions that I come to, but he will one day, everyone will. We all will remember this science. Remember. So,
and this is why energy healing works. Why working with sine waves and works.
Well, I'm gonna show you, Sam, why, because we're talking about healing today. I'm going to show you how this is going to be directed to healing and solely for healing, because that's all we need to do. We need to heal. Helios. We need to help.
In 2 minutes.
Yeah,
2 minutes.
We're running out of time. So how about if you come back next week and teach us how this works?
Okay, I thought it was a 2-hour one, so that's fine. Next week we'll show how we can use magnetic manipulation, redshift, blue shift. See,
for healing.
The blue. Sorry.
For healing.
Yeah, the blue. This is the healing ray. So when you point the South Pole, that's the South Pole, not the North Pole. It's actually, Ken Wheeler says that the North Pole is actually the South magnetic pole on the Earth. So the North Pole, when you go up to the Arctic Circle, that's the South Pole. That's where blue shift is, hence your blue-green aurora borealis, okay? So with magnetic manipulation, you can point that South Pole, blue shift, to your seeds, your plants, they grow better. You can heal your cancer, your leukemia with magnets. Hence, this is why they have magnetic resonance imaging machines that actually work on the electromagnetic retardation principle to change the shift differential or the phase shift and use magnetism for healing.
And
MRI.
it's also negative ions, where the red would be the positive ions.
Yes.
Because they're magnetically drawn. Yes.
Neutron, proton, electron. Neutron, proton, electron. Israel is real. Israel means dielectricity, magnetism, and electricity. And I'll finish with that because in the East they have Krishna.
Before you go, hold on. Well, draw your thing, but I want everybody to know on ebh.club, ebh.club, I have a donation for Santos on my radio link. So if you go to the first page, you'll see his name. You can make a donation because he's working for us and teaching us this stuff. So we need to help him, just like we help Alex, we help Wolf Spirit Radio. We need to keep working together to help one another to play intellectual leapfrog. And
Yes.
I believe it's on Wolf Spirit Radio too. Okay, go ahead.
Isis, Horus, Set, Moon, Sun, Saturn. That's what the Jesuits are. They are material worshippers of these, not spiritual. They don't understand the true spiritual transcendent way of beautiful energy, magnetism, the longitudinal pulse of the universe. They want you to believe in their power grid of electricity, Baal, Bel, the false god of this world, because electricity, the red and blue, is an illusion.
So it's pulling us down the torsion field instead of up.
Yeah, those that are being drawn down are Nephilim, the fallen ones. Those that are going upward are Elohim, the ones who are climbing through El and his bell. And see, this is Krishna.
Wow.
This is Krishna. Here is Krishna. This is Jagannath, Krishna. That's where we get the word juggernaut from. It's dielectricity, magnetism, and the first color is red. Of all the twins, red and blue, red is always first. Esau and Jacob. Esau was red. He came out first. Adam and Eve. Adam means red. Eve means blue. Moses and Aaron. Cain and Abel. Red shift is always first. Red shift is first. It's the leader.
Okay, we're going to have you come back next week because we have more to go over.
12 petals. 16. Throat chakra.
Thanks, Santos. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody. We'll see you next week. Have a great week. Make the most of it.